right.
Test, test, test.
All right, district game. It's the CCH Stormhawks versus the Edina Hornets. Stormhawks in white, Edina in traditional green. Here at Victoria Ice Arena on the 24th. Looks like Winstead's in net. Going to get it to Hines. Hines is going to skate it up, try to hit Nichols. Gets him. Gets it. Going to come to Brandt right in the slot. Brandt backhands it to Nichols. Backhand. Nice little passing play right there. Starts off hot. And at 14:38, it's the first face-off in the zone. Little touch pass from Hines to Nichols. Nichols chipped it to Brandt. Brandt was able to get a backhand in and get a nice shot in the house. Face-off draw back to Thorpe. Thorpe's got room, shot right there. Ooh, rebound comes right out. Unable to get a stick on it. Edina tries to break it out. Can't get by Thorpe. Thorpe's able to drive it deep. Into the corner it goes. Nichols there along with Brandt. Played along the boards. Edina catches it with the wing and hits it out into the neutral zone. Thorpe has it. Nutter's going to dump it deep. Edina tries to skate it out. They regroup behind the net. Forecheck by Kleva. Nutter there as well. Alvin plays it in the neutral zone. He's going to skate it up. He's got a little bit of room. Lose that to Edina, and they regroup behind their net. Edina having a hard time getting it out of the zone here on a clean breakout. Finally is able to get it to the center, come down on Zaltinger, and push it into the Stormhawk zone. Again, Webstead in that, in the white. Centering pass, intercepted by Kleva. Kleva's got some speed. He comes down, he comes to the middle, takes a shot, steered into the corner off the stick of the goaltender. Nutter has it. It's a 3-on-1. McNabb's there. Edina controls it in their zone, still trying to break out. Gets caught in Rotunda. And they come through. Van comes in with a strong forecheck. And it's dumped down into the zone, which go behind Webstead. Defense is there with Lindell. Lindell's able to get to Blake Van. Blake Van's going to shoot it up. He just misses Rotunda and Olin Van. It's going to be icing at 12:46 of the first period. Shots on net, if accurate, 3-0 in favor of the Stormhawks. Edina's high school lost to St. Michael Albertville last night, 2-1. Shocker for them. The break has it down low. He's going to ring it. It's going to skip, and it's going to be icing. That one had a little bit too much mustard. Face off back inside the zone, and it'll be to the blocker side of Webstead. Rotunda on the draw, kicks the draw to the corner, gathered by Lindell. Lindell rings it. It's going to be played by Van. Kick back into the zone. Edina's got a guy in the slot. Lindell does a good job of at least getting a little bit on the man. Played to the D. Shot back into the corner. Lindell's going to be the first one there. He misplays it. Tries to get it back. Going to get it to Van. Van's going to get it to Rotunda. Rotunda's got Olin Van, and he just chips it down deep and goes for a change. Forechecking is Olin Van. Comes to the slot. Edina's come through. It's a one-on-one on Dreyer. Dreyer drives him wide, and he takes an odd angle shot on Webstead, and he's able to corral it in his upper torso. 11:51. That was Edina's first shot on net. Face off, controlled by Edina. Stick on it. Hines gets it. He's going to try and get it up to Brandt. He can't quite get it. Brandt centers it. No one was there. Floor check by a nickel. Hines is down there too. Played along the board. Brandt now. So they change who's F3. Edina gets it to their wing, goes far side, and they're able to break it out of the zone. Into the slot they go. He can't handle it clean. gathered by Hines. Thorpe's able to clear it out of the zone and into the neutral zone. Brandt just missed it. They come into the zone, and Webstead's going to cover it up and get a face-off inside the zone. Glove side at 11:07. Score is still 0-0. Stormhawks in white, Edina's in green. Clave on the draw. Draw is kicked to the side. Edina controls, able to get it to their point. Shot right on Webstead. Rebound, he's able to scoop it with a stick and suck it back in. Face off again in the zone to the blocker side of Webstead. Zeltinger gets it picked from him and is pushed to the side. Clave is there. He's going to chip it out. It's going to be on net. Nutter's going to chase. Goalie can't let that one go by. McNabb gets it to Nutter. Nutter shoots it, crosses the crease. Down low to McNabb. He gets pinched off. Nutter controls behind the net. Push to the corner. Back to the point. Zeltinger gets it. He pushes it back deep into the corner. No shot available there. The guy is able to get it out. They push it out. It's a one-on-one. Zeltinger is able to ride him off. He fans on the pass to Nutter. He's going to reverse directions. Oh, he gets it picked behind the net. It comes right out front. Nutter's there. Nutter's going to get it and off the stick of McNabb and into the player's bench. 10:07 to go in the first period. Shots 4-2 in favor of the Stormhawks. It's the third draw in the zone to Webstead. Edina wins the draw. Shot, tip, doesn't make it to the net. Wendell's got time. Looks, tries to get it to Blake Van. He's able to at least get it to the boards, but not out of the zone. Played by Tabrake. Tabrake's looking for someone. He can't clear it out of the zone. And Edina now is hitting it in. Reverse directions. Tabrake's there along with Olin Van. Olin Van's trying to get it out. Finally, it comes out with the help. Rotunda's got it. He's got Blake Van is with him. Rotunda's going to go in. If he can get a shot, backhand would be great. Centers it. Doesn't quite make it to the slot. Goes high. Shot. Tipped just wide of the net. Van to Rotunda. Rotunda's going to dump it back down low. Olin Van's there. Takes the body, rides him out. Olin Van playing from his knees. And Edina finally gains control as they push it around the net, but not out of the zone. Lindell's able to keep it low. Blake Van's there, and they're going on the power play as it's going to be a holding on Edina. As Blake Van went in, or they're going to call it elbowing. It'll be a power play opportunity for the Stormhawks at 8:54 of the first period. Here we go. Face off to the blocker side of the Edina goaltender. Brandt's at center on the face off with Heinz and Nickel out there. Dreyer and Thorpe as well. Face off is gathered by Heinz. Heinz banks it off the boards. Controlled by Nickel. Nickel over to Dreyer. Dreyer to Thorpe. Standard umbrella. Brandt's going to have it down low. Centers it right out front. Goes all the way to Nickel at the point. Dreyer takes a shot, blocked by the shin pads of Edina, and they come down. It's a 2-on-1. Dreyer is able to take him out. And they're going to call a penalty on Dreyer. They're going to call a cross-checking, and that'll tie it up at 4-4 here, or 4-on-4 at 8:29. Probably a penalty. I don't know if I would have called it a cross-check. Trip, interference, holding, face-off, gathered by Thorpe. Excuse me, by Zeltinger to Abbin. Abbin's going to bank it off the boards. It's going to come down. It's going to be icing at 8:15. Again, face off inside the zone. This time they'll bring it to the glove side of Webstead. Heinz on the draw, gets it. Avon banks out the boards. Can't get it by the Edina guy. He centers it right up front. Zeltinger's able to get his shin pad on it. Kick down low. Zeltinger's going to race to get it. Ties up the Edina Hornet. Edina's still battling. He comes out of there. Good job by Avon to get a stick in there. Not let him come out clean. Edina tries to come to the slot. It's sitting right there. Boy, the puck is just sitting there. Finally picked up by Nickel. Nickel brings it into the zone. Into the slot he goes. He's looking for a little help. No one's there. Dumps it down low to Heinz. Heinz can't quite handle it. Edina's going to dump it low again. Nickel is there. He's going to win the battle. Boy, the puck is just kind of popping. Edina's able to skate it out. He comes down on Avon. Avon's going to push him wide. It's centered right out front. I don't know how that one didn't get slapped in. Kicked out to the point. Off of Avon's skate. It's not going to clear the zone. Shot on Webstead. The rebound comes way out. Net is off its bearings. And there'll be a face-off inside the zone as the left pole came off. Glove side pole came off on Webstead. And their shots got a little closer. 4-3 still in favor of the Stormhawks. 12 seconds remain in the power 4-on-4 before Edina's going to take the advantage for about 20-something seconds. Run around, it's going to go. Grant's going to chase. It's not going to be icing. They come back down. Edina has it. Played by Lindell. Lindell misplays it. Edina has it down the slot. Tries to center up front. They miss it. Shot right off the blocker of Webstead. Flipped out and into the bench it goes. And that takes care of the 4-on-4. And Edina will have the advantage for 12 seconds here at 6:40. Inside the zone, Edina has 12-second power play. Face-off is controlled by the Stormhawks. Into the corner it goes. Tied up is Lindell. Edina's able to walk it. Edina tries to hit the guy in the slot. He misses it. It clears the zone. Edina's got to regroup. And it's going to be offsides, intentional, and it should be further down. So they'll bring it down due to the intentional offsides at this point. 6:24 remaining in the first period. Score is still 0-0. Face off, Claymore wins it. McNabb has it, gets it to the point. Lindell takes a shot right there. Oh, nice screen and possible tip. Nutter went right by like a drive-by. In 6:18, they get a redo face-off inside the zone. Kick back to the point. Lindell's able to keep it in. Takes a shot right on. Rebound right there. No one but a Hornet there to clean up. Nutter's able to pick it up behind the net. Back to the point to break over to Lindell. Lindell takes a shot right on. And they're getting the shots. Just looking for that rebound. 6:02. Stormhawks and the Hornets still tied 0-0. Rotunda at the center, inside the zone. Blocker side of the Edina Hornet. Face-off is kicked to the corner by Edina. They don't control it, and it pops out to him. That's a 2-on-2 on Thorpe and Dreyer, and Thorpe just happened to be doing a crossover. He got a stick on it. They got to touch it, and Dreyer's able to get it. And Thorpe's going to go for tripping. And the Stormhawks will go down a guy here at 5:46 for 2 minutes. Inside the zone, it's got Rotunda and Olin Van out there to penalty kill, along with Abman and Zeltinger. Edina wins the draw. They kick it back to the point. Point lose it, and they're going to have to regroup in the neutral zone. Rotunda chases, causes some damage. Edina can't hit their man that's going to come into the zone. Abman's going to be there. He's going to try and get it out. Unable to bank it off the boards, but he draws it back. Still, they can't clear it. They were working it out. Shot just wide of Webstead, and it's going to maybe leave the zone, and it gets out of the zone with Rotunda chasing. Olin Van, and that's going to be icing. And at 5:07, it'll be a face-off in the Hornet zone. Now it's 8. 25-5. Inside the zone, got Nickel out there along with Blake Van. Minute 22 on the power play advantage still for the Hornets. They regroup, set up behind their net, looking to break out of the zone. They come down, they hit the wing. The wing goes, pushed wide by Avon. He loses the puck. Circles the perimeter. Zeltinger's there, caused some problems. Zeltinger doing a good job not allowing Edina to really set up. Finally, it's come back. Shot right on, doesn't make the net. Van is there, he can't try to stick him through. He's going to chip it out of the zone where Nichols is going to chase. Edina Hornet just gets rid of it and come back into their zone to regroup. 30 seconds remain on the power play advantage for Edina. Up to the wing it goes. He comes through, takes a shot right on Webstead. Webstead's able to shoulder it and cover it up at 4:06. 21 seconds remain on the Hornets power play. Shot still in favor of the Stormhawks, 7-4. You have Heinz and Brandt out there along with Lindell and Tabrake. Inside the zone of Webstead. Nets refastened to the ice. Face off. Kick to the side, back to the point. Heinz is there, shot. Oh, tipped right out, and it's going to be. There was a scrum out in front. God, it almost looked like he kicked it in. But anyhow, that puts Edina. They got the point. It came loose from the start. And was able to get one by the legs of Webstead, and that puts the Hornets up 1-0 at 3:59. Power play goal for the Hornets there. Clava out there at center along with Nutter and McNabb. Thorpe's going to get it. It's going to be pushed down low. Nice job by Clava to throw some body in there. Thorpe can't play it cleanly. Still has control. Bounces it up. Nutter's going to dump it in deep. McNabb on the forecheck along with Nutter. It's going to come out. Edina tried to hit it, and it's going to be icing at 3:26. Inside the Edina zone, it'll be blocker side. Clava, McNabb, Nutter, along with Abbott and Zeltinger. Face off. Gosh, Clava got his stick kind of hooked. They let it go. Edina is able to skate out with it. Nutter stays with them. Into the zone it goes. Zeltinger's there. Edina beats him to the puck. Off the boards it goes. Nutter's there along with Abbott. Dump down low. Played by Zeltinger. To McNabb. Not out of the zone. Why did they tell you the first time that you could do it? So. Okay. I don't know why. Rotunda on the face-off. Zeltinger has it. Played by Blake Van. Blake Van's going to try and get it out with Rotunda. Played to Avon. Wings it around. Zeltinger's going to be the first one there. He's going to chip it out to Olin Van. Olin Van crosses it to Blake Van. It's dumped down and deep. Van pushes along the board. It's going to be grabbed by Lindell. Lindell's going to take it, tipped by Blake Van and into the goalie. And 2:19 remains in the first period. 8-6. Can you stand on the other side, Greg? Rotunda on the draw. Edina gets it, pushes it to the corner. Rotunda's going to push him up. Edina's going to skate it. He skates by 2. Can't get by to break cleanly, but it goes deep behind Webstead. Rotunda's able to get a body and shot. Again, stick cleared save into the corner by Webstead. Edina tries to pull it off the boards. Can't quite get it. It's going to come to Blake Van. Blake Van's going to skate it out. So 1-on-2. He's going to push it in off the skate of the Hornet. Rotunda's there to add some body contact. The break's going to pinch, keep it low. And Edina tries to get it out. It's going to be centered right to Hines. Hines is going to come in. With the forecheck, he's right there. Edina comes through. It's intercepted by Nickel. Nickel goes deep behind the net. He's still got control. He tries to get it out, and the Stormhawks are going to have to regroup as they lost the zone. To Nickel. Oh, it's intercepted, but Edina was offside. He couldn't enter the zone. Swept away, and Edina's going to tip it in, and it's going to go down behind Webstead. 1 minute remaining in the first. Hines is going to get it. He centers it. Ooh. Soft pass intercepted by Edina. Thorpe changes directions. Going to chip it out of the zone off the boards. It's not going to be icing at this point. Brandt cuts him off along with Nickel. Off the boards. Thorpe tries to play it. It gets up to Edina. They got a 2-on-1 on Dreyer. Takes a shot. Blocker saved by Webstead. He did have the net on the side. Gathered by Thorpe. He's going to ring it around. They can't quite clear the zone. Centered out front. Puck is loose right there. Backhand right there. Webstead. 2 saves, and he's able to cover up with 17 seconds remaining in the first half. They were going for the same way they got the first one. Low and through the 5-hole. Face off inside the zone. Blocker side of Webstead. Clavel wins the draw. It's going to be rung around. It's going to be played by Nutter. Nutter's going to get it up to McNabb, who's just behind him a little bit. Nutter still has it. Played up along the boards. Avon pinches. Edina's going to be offsides. And that's going to complete the period. And after 1, it's the Hornets 1. All right, second period about to start. Face off, controlled. Edina gets it. They skate it down. Try to get a shot through. Doesn't quite make it. They gather it behind the net. They center it out front. Kicked it back out to the point. Point loses it. And they push it to the boards. Edina regroups with their defense. Intercepted by Nutter. Nutter's got a 1-on-1. He comes through, takes a shot right there. Rebound. Dab can't quite get enough stick to put it in. Edina's going to skate out. It's a 3-on-3, and Edina just dumps it in deep. It should be icing. At 14:22, there'll be a face-off inside Edina's zone. Rotunda at center, along with Olin and Blake Van. Kick back to the point. It's going to be held in by Lindell. Lindell takes a shot. just into the corner. Blake Van's there. He tries to center it up to Rotunda. Can't quite get it out. Play along the boards. Edina's going to come out. It's a 2-on-2 onto Break and Lindell. Tries to go wide onto Break. Tries to center it. Lindell had his stick tied up a little bit, preventing the shot. Blake Van's there. He's going to get it out of the zone. And back out into the neutral zone it goes. Rotunda's there. Can't quite get it. Edina comes into the zone. They control off the skate. No one's got it. Finally, Edina gets it back to the point, over to the other point. Skates down low, tries to set it far side. Backdoor was there. Unable to get a shot, and Van's just going to chip it out. Had a little bit of time. Has kicked back into the zone, and finally the Stormhawks going to get some time. To Break has it. He stops behind the net, comes to the near side, banks it off the boards, and he just banks it out to the neutral zone. Edina tries to get it by Blake Owen Van off his skates and knocked into the zone. Edina is trying to break it out as it's a 5-man shift change. Picked up by Nickel. He's got Brandt and Hines. Over to Brandt, back to Hines. Oh! Probably should have taken the shot there. Brandt gets it. He banks it along the boards. Tries to get through. Now it's a weak call because the guy was holding his stick. And finally it's pushed in. A little extracurricular activity. And Brandt goes to the box for hooking, but the guy was pouched down on his stick. So at 12:32, Edina will go on its second power play of the game. Face off, controlled by Edina, back to the point. Over to the other point. Step right out. Webstead makes a nice pad save, kicks it to the corner. Edina still controls. Takes a shot, tipped wide of the net. Nichols going to be the first one there. He's got Hines with him. It's a 2-on-1. He's got Nichols, goes wide, tries to take a shot. Able to get a shot, but I believe it went high of the net. Foot there. Able to chip it. It's going to go. Nichols gets skate for it. Dive. Oh. And Edina gets lucky on that one. But Nichols was just a step behind. Should have been offside. He missed that. Edina brings up the side into the zone on Dreyer. Dreyer is able to push him to the side. Minute 8 remaining in the power play advantage. Edina tries the one-timer from the point. That fails. Edina still has control at the point. Nutter knocks him over. Good job by him. Out into the neutral zone. Edina guy loses it. Pushed in, controlled by Avon. Avon's going to get it to Dreyer. Dreyer tries to get it through, and it's dumped down deep. And Edina's going to the box for elbowing on Clava here. And that'll bring the teams 4-on-4 for 42 seconds.
Elbowing.
Let's go, 3, 4, out! Go, wait!
Inside the zone of Edina to the blocker side. Clava is going to take the draw. Nutter at his side along with Avon and Zeltinger. Clava goes forward with it. Pushed into the corner. He's going to hurry back to position. He's going to track him down. Comes through. Zeltinger is going to get it in the Stormhawk zone. Gets it to Clava. Clava goes deep. He's going to circle the net. It's 4-on-4. He's going to get it to Nutter. Nutter passes it behind Clava, and all of a sudden Edina changes directions. They come into the zone on Zeltinger. Zeltinger's able to ride him against the wall. Yep. Avon gets it. He's going to skate it through. He's going to skate it up. He's got Clava. Edina's going to get a penalty. It's a delayed penalty at this point. And Edina's going to the box for interference. And that'll give a power play opportunity, two-man advantage for the Stormhawks at 10:32. Minute 19 for a two-man advantage. Rotunda and the Vans out there on the power play. Should be able to move this around, get some good shots. Olin Van on the draw, gets it to the side. Zeltinger back to Avon. Avon at the point, over to Zeltinger. Zeltinger gets it picked. It's a 5-on-3. They got to spread it out a little bit more. Avon starts to skate it up. He's going to get Zeltinger. Zeltinger's going to get Blake Van. Blake Van's going to bring it in. He goes far side to Zeltinger. Zeltinger tip just wide by Rotunda. Flicked off the boards, and it's going to go all the way down. And it should be icing. 47 seconds remain on the two-man advantage. There'll be a face-off inside the Edina zone to the blocker side. See if they can get one here in 47 seconds. Down low it goes. Edina has it, ridden off for Brandt. Picked up by Nickel. Nickel has it up to the point. Over to Lindell. Lindell back to Sabrek. Sabrek takes a shot right there. That's a goal. And that's going to be the first power play. First power play, and the Stormhawks will still have a minute 13 on the power play advantage. Sabrek got it. I don't think it tipped off any of the Stormhawks, but it might have went off of the Edina, and that ties the game at 1-1. Face off center right. Still a minute 13 on the power play advantage for the Stormhawks. Edina gets it. They push it up. It's going to be played by Lindell. Lindell's going to take it deep behind the net, regroup. He's going to get it to Hines. Hines is going to go far side to Tabrek. Tabrek's going to skate it in. Oh, it gets caught. Gets caught on the skate and out of the zone. And there'll be 53 seconds on the power play advantage. 9:25, score is 1-1. Clava on the draw. Draw is gathered by McNabb. McNabb tries to get it. Finally, it's picked up by Clava. Clava loses it, gets it back. Zeltinger's going to skate it up. He's going to dump it in deep. It's going to be picked up by Nutter. Bully tried to play it. Nutter's going to be there. Edina tries to get it out. Can't get it by Avon as he pinches on the wall. Avon's there. He comes to the slot. Tries to get it across. Clava has it. 23 seconds remain. Zeltinger has it at the top of the slot. Avon takes a shot. Steered clear by the pad. Zeltinger has it, takes a shot. Another shot, kick to the corner. Nutter has it. Keep shooting. Avon misses Clava on the pass, and Edina is able to chip it out of the zone. In 2-1, they're at full strength. But McNabb's going to turn and dump it in deep. Played down low. Nutter's there along with Clava. Clava's going to come out of the corner with it. Try to center McNabb right there. Take a shot just high of the net. Going for that upper corner. And it's going to be chipped down the ice, and it's going to be on target of Webstead. Webstead tries to play it. It's intercepted by Edina. They have it in the slot, and Webstead's going to cover it up at 8:02. 1-1's the score. Shot 16-13 in favor of the Stormhawks. Inside the zone, blocker side of Webstead. Rotunda on the draw, wins the draw. Well, it's caught in his feet. Edina gets it, takes a shot. Webstead was able to get a kick save on that. Olin Van chases and comes out of the zone. Olin Van chipped in the neutral zone. Edina's going to get it. He's going to skate it down, tries to center it. Not cleanly controlled by Edina. goes. Thorpe is there, along with Rotunda. Rotunda's going to pick it up. He's ridden off. Edina tries to play it down low. It goes behind Webstead. Thorpe's going to get it and push it along the board. Still held in at the point. Finally, it's picked up by Owen Blake Van. Blake Van's going to get it to, Owen Van gets it to Blake Van over to Rotunda. Oh, Rotunda just couldn't handle the pass. It was a little bit behind him. Blake Van still has it in the slot. Backhands it to the front of the net. Second shot just goes wide. Played along the board, is going to be kept in. Pushed down low. Blake Van's there. He tries to pinch on the wall. Rotunda's there as well. Edina comes back. It's a 2-on-2 on Thorpe and Dreyer. He comes to the side, right to the shot, high above Webstead, bounces. Edina still controls in the slot, takes a shot, high again on Webstead. And they're going to get it out of the zone. Finally comes to the neutral zone. Edina can't handle it, and they're going to go for a switch. Edina's going to spin it quick, and they come down. And it's going to be offsides on Edina as they enter the zone at 6:22. Face off, controlled by the Stormhawks. Drake's able to push out to the neutral zone. Heinz is there. Heinz picks it. Can't quite get control of it. Tries to get it up to Nichols. Nichols has it on the boards. Nichols loses it. He gets it back. And they regroup with Drake. Brant's going to be offsides. Looking for the quick spin. It'll be a face-off inside, outside the Stormhawk zone from where the pass came from. .601 of the second period remains. Face-off, controlled by Tabrek. Tabrek to Lindell. Lindell's going to go to Brant. Brant centers it to Hines. Hines shot. Kick saved by the goaltender. Pinched by Tabrek. Right there, Brant has it. Takes a bounce off the boards. Edina switches directions. Held in by Heinz. Nice stick move by Lindell. He keeps it deep. And behind the goaltender it goes. Still held in at the point. Another shot. It goes high into the corner. Lands down low, and Edina just tries to get it out. Grabbed by Heinz. He comes into the zone. Heinz gets it along with Nichols. There's a foul. Brant has it. He walks through the middle. He gets bumped off. He's got to shoot that puck. Edina comes back. Ridden off by Dreyer. Nice hit by him to drive him. Edina doesn't leave the zone. They still have control, though. In the slot. Back 1-2. Shot. Wimstead. Nice save in the chest. And it's going to be iced down the rink. And at 4:47 of the second period, it's still 1-1. Shoot it. Play him on the draw. Edina wins the draw. Kicks back to the point. They can't hold the zone. They got to regroup. Nutter intercepts it. Can bank it up. Pleva. Oh, it gets stuck in his feet. Can't get the lead on it. And it's chipped into the zone. Played along the boards. Nutter's there. He keeps it in the zone along with McNabb. Forecheck by Nutter. The guy changes direction. McNabb gets a stick on it. Zeltinger keeps it deep. Nice job by Nutter to take the body, force it a little bit. Edina can't get it out of their zone cleanly. Zeltinger goes to pinch, and the ball is going to be an icing because it's going to roll all the way down on its edge. And at 3:58 of the second period, it's still 1-1. Face off, pushed forward by Cleva. in the corner. Edina controls. Edina starts to skate it up. He's able to get by the tab. They're unable to get it. Clava gets it. It's a 1-on-2. Clava goes wide. He's ridden off behind the net, tries to center it out in front. McNabb can't quite get a stick on it. And Edina hits the far wing. He comes down on Dreyer. Dreyer is able to push him a little ways. Clava's there to help. It's going to be picked up by Dreyer. Pumps right out in front. Here's a shot. Just wide of Wimstead. Edina has it at the point. They move it to the other point. Takes a shot. Wimstead's going to make the save with his stick in his pad at 3:10. It'll be a face-off inside the zone. Blocker side. Rotunda's there. Draws one by Edina. Shot off a skate. Pops high in the slot. Dryer's there to corral it. It's going to be pushed. Olenvan's going to get possession. Gives it up to Rotunda. Rotunda plays it off his skate and stick. It's going to be intercepted by Thorpe. Thorpe, as he steps up, keeps it deep. Played in the corner it goes. Edina's going to try and chip it out. Help of the official. He stopped that one, but Stormhawks gave it right back to Edina as they entered the goal. Shot off a Dryer's skate, or Lindell's skate. Stormhawks can't clear the zone. A little bit of body contact coming. Thorpe gets grabbed a little bit. They let that one go. Edina has it in the slot. Spins around off of Lindell's skate. Your shin pad pushed to the corner. Olenvan's going to be there, and it's going to be a penalty on
goalie.
On Wimstead?
Oh, that's what he said. I have no idea. I thought he said goalie.
So anyhow, the Stormhawks are going to go down a guy again at 2:13 of the second period. And Lindell's going to the box, so we'll see who got the penalty. Face off, controlled by Edina. Out high at the point. They go to the other point. They're doing it up high. Now they go down low. Playing the classic box as the Stormhawks. Gonna push it backside. He fammed on it. Unable to get a shot off it. Nickel's gonna get it up. He's gonna try and get it to Brandt. Brandt pushes it up to Nickel. Nickel comes out. He's got a 1-on-3. As Edina comes back, he's pushed into the boards. They can't gain the zone. Nickel's going to ride him out. He steals it from him. Breaks off the boards. It's going to be picked up by Brandt. Brandt's got a 1-on-1. Comes through. Takes a shot. Rebound right there. Right on front. Nickel takes a shot. Right there. And they give it to him. Nickel still has it. He keeps it in the zone. He's going to poke it low. He's grabbed. Backhand right there. Rebound. And Edina's going to the box. So every time one team gets a penalty, another team gets a penalty. 57 seconds. It'll be 4-on-4. Minute 10 left in the period. 1-1 is the score. Heinz out there along with McNabb. Dreyer and Thorpe. Face off. Heinz wins it to himself. He has control down low. It's 4-on-4. Gets chipped away. It's going to be kept in by Thorpe. Thorpe keeps it low. Tries to get it to Heinz. Back to Thorpe in the front. Takes a shot. It skips up high. High stick. And the goal. Nice job. Edina swept it in high. It should be a goal. And they're calling it a goal, and I don't know who got it. Heinz went through first. And I saw Edina swing at it. So that puts the Stormhawks up 2-1 at 50.9, and still 37 seconds of 4-on-4. Face off. Controlled by Edina in their zone. 45 seconds remaining in the second period. Edina gets into their defense. Comes down on McNabb. He's going to go wide. Thorpe's going to ride him wide too. Shot off of Thorpe. Thorpe's going to pick it up behind the net. He's got McNabb. He's going to push it up. Thorpe's going to skate it. He enters the zone. He goes wide. Hits the brakes. Back to the point to George. George got him. There's plenty of traffic there. There's right in the zone. And the goaltender was able to grab it securely at 22.4 seconds. Nine seconds remaining in the man advantage, or 4-on-4, and then the Stormhawks will have a minute advantage. 22.4 seconds remaining in the second period. Clava Nutter out there, Zeltinger and Avon out there. Clava on the draw, wins it to Zeltinger. Zeltinger's going to walk, takes a shot off the blocker. It goes to the corner. Avon's there. He centers it right out front. Zeltinger gets it, takes a shot right there. Oh, great save. Kick to the corner. Back to the point again to Nutter. They're on the power play here. Nutter has it, takes a shot. Rebound right out front, and that's going to end the second period with the Stormhawks leading 2-1 as we enter the third. Start of the third period. The score is 2-1 in favor of the Stormhawks. Stormhawks go on a 50-second power play here to start the third. Taken by Tabrake. He's rubbed off in the neutral zone. Back to Lindell. Over to Tabrake. Tabrake's going to go far side to Nutter. Nutter's going to chip it in, but doesn't get it deep. Into the neutral zone. Edina gets it. They come down a 1-on-2. Edina just goes wide and dumps it down low. Killing time. Lindell's going to get it. He can't play it cleanly. He's going to lose it. Finally, Lindell puts a body into it. Tries to get it out. Edina comes out of the corner with it. Finally, pushed in again by Lindell. You got to help him out here. Edina gets it, walks right out. Tabrake's able to get a thing, get sick on it, and 50 seconds of power play looked like it went to Edina there. Edina cuts it down. Now it's 5-on-5 as the Stormhawks could not get it out of the zone. Puck looks a little sticky. Nutter has it out to the point. Tipped by Tabrake, and it's going to be covered up by Webstead, and not a good start in the third period at 13:54. They have to keep the intensity what they went in off of the second. Playing the body, moving their feet, and creating chances. Rotunda out there on the draw, kick back to the point. Ridden off by Van, it's going to be pushed out. Van has it, he's tripped. And Edina's going to the box. And another power play opportunity for the Stormhawks at 13:45. That would have been a 3-on-1 opportunity as they went down. Inside the zone, it's going to be Olin Van on the draw. He wins the draw back to the point. Over to Zeltinger. Zeltinger to Avon. Edina comes out high. All they have to do is keep it low. Olin Van into the slot. Back to the point. Zeltinger over to down low. Rotunda's going to get it. Avon has it. They got to move it low as Edina's coming out high to force it, and the Stormhawks lose the zone. It's going to be icing. And 33 seconds into it, really no control at this point. Try it again, face off. Nichols has it. Brad has it on the boards, gets it back to Zeltinger. Zeltinger tries to get to Nickel. Nickel gets it down to Brandt. Brandt to Hines and puts it in. Nice give and go from the boards down low. Brandt hits Hines, and that puts the Stormhawks up 3-1 at 13:02. Now let's step on the gas. 26 shots to 21 in favor of the Stormhawks. Nickel is there. Brandt has it. He's going to bank it in. He's going to go into the zone. Whoa, the ice is wet. Puck is really sticky in the corner. Forecheck by Nickel. He's down there along with Hine. Comes out to Brandt. It goes into the zone. Zeltinger's going to chase for it. He's going to gather it around the net. Circles the net, changes directions. Edina's got 3 on him. If they move it up, they should have some time. Gets it to Brandt. Brandt tips it to Nickel. Nickel tries to get it around the point. He's able to gain control. Nickel still has it. Gets it over to Thorpe. Thorpe to Dreyer. Dreyer to Hines. Hines in front to Brandt. Brandt takes a shot. Doesn't quite get it. Comes across. Nickel still has it. It goes into the corner. Hines is there. He's going to be the first one there. He's going to gain control. Takes a shot. Puts it again. And Hines from the corner, from the far side of the circle, able to rough it. And that gives the Stormhawks a 4-1 lead at 12:05. So the forecheck was able, that caused that goal. 100%, not allowing Edina to get out of the zone at all. Edina tries to control, they hit it to their center, they're going to come down, they're going to chip it in on Thorpe. Thorpe's going to keep him at bay, gets it out, and it's going to be icing as Thorpe pushed it out, and it skipped by, and it'll be a face-off inside the zone where Webstead will be, the draw will be to the glove side. Clava will take the draw. McNabb on the right side. Nutter on the left to break out there along with Lindell. Face off is controlled by Edina. They kick it back to the point. Not much time. Clava's there. Nutter's able to chip it out, but the defensive Bauer of the Hornets able to get a shot. It was going wide of the net. It's going to be gloved by Webstead. 11:39 to go in the third. Stormhawks lead 4-1. Again, back to the point it goes. Shot. Tipped away by Nutter. Unable to get it. Edina tries to play it through the middle. Clava tries to bank it out of the zone. Unsuccessful. To break, it's going to ring it. McNabb's going to get it. He's got Nutter. He's got Clava as well. He's going to get up to Clava. Oh, it's just behind him in the skate. Clava's going to dump it in, and Hornets are going to try and regroup in their zone. Floor check of Nutter, along with McNabb. They hit the center. Can't get it by Clava. Now he enters the zone. He's in the slot off the skates of Lindell. Play in the corner. Lindell and Clava are there along with Nutter. Nutter fans on it. Clava tries to kick him with a skate. Edina comes back through the slot. Played to break. Finally gained by Nutter. Nutter's going to enter the blue line, and he's going to dump it in deep and go for a change. With McNabb forechecking, Edina reverses directions behind the net. Rotunda's there. Blake Van's going to grab it. Takes a shot off the stick and into the netting. It goes at 10:31. Stormhawks still lead 4-1. Rotunda on the draw. Edina controls it. They circle the net. They regroup behind the net, try to hit the wing, and they're going to skate up. They got a 3-on-2. They got to backtrack a little bit. They come through. They try and center it off the stick. It deflects into the corner. Van's able to chip it out. Edina dumps it deep, but they had a guy trapped. It'll be offsides. Rotunda on the draw outside the Stormhawk zone. It's batted into the zone by Edina where it's going to be played by Avon. He's got time. Versus directions, gets it to Zeltinger. Zeltinger to Olin Van, and he gets it up to Blake Van. Blake Van can't handle it. Rotunda's able to dump it deep, and Blake Van's going to forecheck. Edina comes dangerously in front of their net, but they're able to try and get to the wing, and it's going to be icing on Edina at 9:43. If the Stormhawks can continue to forecheck like this, it should be the nail in the coffin. Let's see if they can keep it up. Nickel on the draw. Brant Hines at the side along with Thorpe and Dreyer. Down low it goes. Edina picks up in the corner, and they're going to chip it out. Dreyer's going to go. Thorpe's going to take over. He's going to play it behind the net. He's going to control. Gets it to Hines. It skips over Hines' stick, and it's going to be icing. It'll be a face-off inside the Stormhawk zone to the blocker side of Webstead. Nickel on the draw, wins the draw down low. Thorpe's going to ring it. Going to come to Hines. Hines going to get it up to Brant. Brant tries to chip it, can't get it through, but it's picked up by Nickel. Nickel got Brant in front, takes a shot high in the net. Off of Brant's shoulder, I think it was. As Edina comes back out. Picked up in the neutral zone. Edina guy's going to be offsides due to a check. There'll be a face-off outside, and they'll get new blood out there for both teams. Flava on the draw. Draw is controlled by the Stormhawks at the point. They try and hit Nutter on the far side. It's going to be banked, but it's going to be on net, and the goaltender's got to play it. That preserves the icing call. Flava gets it, steals it, tries to go for, McNabb steals it, tried to go for the wraparound. Edina comes down. It's a 1-on-2. He comes in on to break, rides him out. Good job by him. Number 8 for Edina is still down there. He gets a pick by Lindell. Lindell needs a little bit of help. Nutter can't quite get it out. Edina's forechecking 2, and they got a guy in the slot, almost 3. Lindell gets dumped. Puck is down. Edina tries to push it up to the point. Nutter's going to chase it down. Edina has it in the corner, tries to get it out front. Oh, Nutter overskates it. Puck is loose in the slot. It's going to be picked up by Nutter. Nutter's going to go up to McNabb. McNabb's got Claver in the slot. Backhands it over to Claver. Oh, right there. Shot rebound. Came back out all the way to McNabb. McNabb's able to get another additional shot. Claver takes a shot off a defenseman, and into the corner it goes. And Edina's going to skate it out neutral zone, but it's going to be picked up by Abbott. Abbott's going to get it to Nutter. Nutter tries to cross it to McNabb in the slot. McNabb gets knocked down, and the goaltender makes a save. And at 7:37, that's the pressure that the Stormhawks needed. 39 shots to 23 in the third period. Stormhawks lead 4-1. Blocker side of the Edina goaltender. Rotunda's there. He wins the draw. Blake Van tried to step up. Couldn't quite get it. And Edina comes down. It's a 2-on-2. Edina goes wide. Olin Van's there to back check. Puck is played in the corner. Push there. Rotunda's there to help. It's played over to Olin Van. Olin Van gets it. Edina somehow gets it out of the corner. Takes a side shot. Unsuccessful. Olin Van gets stood up, but is still played into the zone. Evans got to go after that. Takes it. He crushes a kid down. Blake Van has some time. He goes far side, tries to hit his brother. He's got Rotunda. Rotunda gets a stick on it. And Blake Van comes through. Blake Van into the slot. He's written off. Still has the puck somehow. Dyer comes up for the pinch. Edina comes down. Rotunda back checks. Olin Van takes him. He drops the guy. Lots of contact going. Nice job by Foot. Getting some space. He's going to get it to Blake Van. Blake Van's going to go. He's going to dump it right on. Into the corner it goes. And they're going to call offsides. I think. Offsides. 6:29 to go in the thirds. 4-1 in favor of the Stormhawks. Stormhawks are being physical. As long as they keep it clean, they'll be good. Nickel on the draw. Puck is controlled by Edina. Edina comes through, tries to get through Brand. Picked up by Hines. Hines going to take a shot off the stick and into the glass. Nickel is there. Hines is going to chase it down low. And we have a hurt person. It looks like Nickel is down. I don't know if there's a... He's got his arm up as a penalty. And Edina's going to the box for checking from behind. So this will give the Stormhawks another power play opportunity at 6:14 of the second period. And they called a misconduct, so 2 guys will be in the box. 10-minute misconduct for checking from behind, dangerous play. Stormhawks will have a 2-minute penalty. And the guy is able to chip it out into the zone. It's going to be played by, it's going to be icing. And they'll get a redo at 1:54 into the power play. Brandt's going to take the draw. takes the draw. Puck is still loose. And it's chipped down onto Webstead. Webstead's going to play it. Gets it to Nickel. Nickel's going to skate it up. He's going to go wide. He's going to enter the zone. He comes into the slot, takes a shot off the crossbar. Played down low. It's going to be kept in by Dreyer. Oh, and it left the blue line, and they're going to change it up at 5:42 as Dreyer just was unable to secure that blue line as the puck bounced. Outside the zone of Edina, near their bench. Clava's there with the draw. Draw is won by Edina. Controlled. As they try and kill some time, they push it far side, but McNabb's going to be the first one there. Two guys on McNabb. Still on the power play. Clava's able to get it out, gets knocked down, but Edina dumps it deep. Lindell has time. Forecheck by Edina. They don't care if it's a penalty or not. Gets it over to Breaks. Breaks going to get it up to McNabb. McNabb pushes it to Clava, and they're going to start to set up a little bit. Clava, nice move. Gets it to Break, high the point. Shot off of McNabb. McNabb took one off the knee, and he's hurting a little bit. Down low to Nutter. Nutter back to Clava. Clava's going to dump it down low to Nutter. Nutter's going to gain some time as they're not going to challenge him down low. Shot again, oh, tipped by McNabb and into the glove of the goaltender. And 31 seconds remain on the power play opportunity. Change them. Nutter on the draw, wins the draw, back to Break. Break's got time if he walks it. He looks over to Lindell's got it. He's going to walk it in. Takes a shot. Another glove save. 22 seconds remain on the power play. Nutter on the draw again. McNabb's able to get it back to the point. Break walks the blue line. Back over to Lindell. Lindell back to Break. Break takes a shot, just wide of the net. Nutter's battling with it. Edina can't clear it. Lindell goes low behind the net. No one's on him. It's going to come back out to the point where Break's able to keep it back in. Back down low to Nutter. Nutter to Lindell. Back to Nutter. Down low onto McNabb. McNabb, nice pass. Nutter fed McNabb. McNabb's able to chip it up and put it in, and that's 5-1 in favor of the Stormhawks at 4:14 of the third. Shots 44-23 in favor of the Stormhawks, and I'm not sure if that was a power play goal or not.
It said there was 1 second.
1 second, so that's a power play goal for the Stormhawks. So the Stormhawks are in control. Let's finish out the game strong. Give Webstead a nice little one goal. Played by Olin Van down to Blake Van in the corner. Blake Van gets dragged down a little bit. No call. But Tundez can light that kid up. Back down to Olin Van. Olin Van pushing along the boards. Edina's going to get it out. Abin's going to try and pinch. Unsuccessful. It's going to come down, but Zeltinger's going to have time to grab it. He plays along the boards, and just to Edina. Edina in the slot. Abin comes through. It was enough to get enough of him. Olin Van comes down. He's got Rotundo. He can't quite hit him. Played to the point. Zeltinger is able to do a strong stick to prevent the breakaway at that point. Edina comes down. It's a 2-on-1. Shot. It is able to get in on Webstead. I don't know what happened. That was a floater. Didn't quite see what happened, if it got tipped. Not quite sure. Not the usual goal that he's letting in. But anyhow, that gives Edina one more goal at 5-2 at 3:24. Played by Thorpe. Thorpe dumps it in on the goaltender. Goaltender drops it right there. Brandt's there along with Hines. The Giants try to get it back. Thorpe's going to play it. Thorpe's looking for some help. Gets it to Nickel. Nickel's going to skate it. He's going to bank it off the boards into the zone. Not deep. Edina goes behind the net. Chased by Brandt. They try and hit the wing. Kept in by Thorpe. Not outside the zone. Played by Nickel. Up to Thorpe. Hines gets it, tips it in. Deep. It's going to go behind the net of the goaltender. Nickel is going to be there. It's going to be kept in by Dreyer. Dreyer's going to try to get it off. Edina's going to get a breakaway. They come down at 2-on-1. Comes in on Winstead. He misses. Didn't get a very good shot. I don't know what he was doing. And Edina tries to push it out, and they lose the zone. 2:20 remaining in the third period. Edina tries to dump it in deep. It goes off the ref. Nickel comes through. He tries to get through. Pick up by Brandt. Brandt tries to get through. They got to get off the ice. They're out there way too long. Edina comes back right into the slot. Ridden away by Nutter. Wendell's able to clear the zone. Edina enters the zone. Wendell does a spin around, gets it to Break. Break's going to bank it off the boards to McNabb. McNabb's just going to go far side to Nutter. Nutter's going to play it off the boards to Clava. Clava's going to push it off and up into the netting. Minute 39 remaining in the third period. Stormhawks lead 5-2. And they're going to call that the game with a minute 39 left. They run out of time in favor of the Stormhawks. Stormhawks 5, Edina 2, shots 45-27 in favor of the Stormhawks.